I'm going to bring my dad on the podcast because he has some crazy stories from his days on his boat. But he said around the time that he was in the Solomons, I mean, he spent a lot of time there, but there was this story in the local newspaper when dad was there, and there was a tuna cannery there. So there was this pole and line tuna fishing boats that were used to catch tuna, and then they'd take them to this cannery. And the boat was going out, and they'd hired local Solomon Island crew, and it was going out at night. So they were crossing this body of water where a ton of ships had sunk during World War II. And the crew was sitting on the back of the boat at night. And, some of the crew decided to go to bed. And one of the crew members was left sitting on the rail of the boat. And he actually fell asleep while sitting on the rail and fell overboard. When they discovered that he was missing, they started searching, but they couldn't figure out where he was. And what happened was this man showed up at a village that was 10 miles away from where he fell into the water. And it was this same man. And the village ended up bringing him back to the tuna cannery where he worked. So he was able to tell his crew who were back there what had happened. And they were all like, clearly happy that he was okay. And it's just like so beautiful. So he fell over and he said he was swimming for quite a while. And he said a huge shark came up to him and it gave him a ride. And he held on to the shark, and the shark took him to shore to where this local village was. And it's just the most beautiful story. And I said to Dad, I was like, do you believe that? And he was like, yeah. He's like, it happened. And he's like, it's so interesting when you're there because the relationship these people have with these animals, they really view them as friends and their ancestors, and they believe that their ancestors live in the animals. I'm going to cry. And that this animal wanted to help him, and it was his ancestor. And the fact he survived and came back, I truly believe that happened. And they worship them. And I just feel like that was just the most beautiful story showing the relationship between animals and humans, and how I think so often we forget that they are just like us, and you can have these beautiful, beautiful relationships if you value them in the way that they deserve to be valued.